Right, as always, I'm a little bit late out this morning, so I'm going to get my rods out and I'll tell you what we're up to today. But in short, I'm going to put some dead baits close in here and hopefully we'll catch some pike. Let's see. That's me all set up. So yeah, good morning. Welcome to the DanGoesOutdoors YouTube channel. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, feel free to click subscribe. Yeah, just want to say thank you for everybody who watched my last pike fishing video. It got, well, it's on over 3,000 views now, which is only a few days after I posted it. And that doesn't often happen. Normally we're on about half that at this point. So clearly that video picked up a bit of traction, so new people have seen it, which is great. You know, that's how we grow, that's how we get the name out there more. Yeah, not that I'm necessarily motivated by that sort of thing, but it is just nice to spread what I think is a good fishing message, not competitive, not after numbers or whatever, just enjoying it, which is kind of my goal every time, is just to not blank and enjoy myself. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. But today, I've got to admit, I'm late out. It's past 10 now. These are my days off, and when I got up I just couldn't be bothered having like a really early start. I was planning on fishing down here, which is a bit of a long walk, so I thought, you know what, I'll give myself an extra hour in bed. And I do have tomorrow off as well. This rarely happens, I get 2 days off together midweek, so hopefully we'll use today as a bit of a chilling out kind of session, and then if nothing happens we can proper get on it tomorrow. But we'll see. I might, if today goes well, take a bit of a gamble tomorrow and do something a bit different, but I don't know. We'll see how I get on. I might just go pike fishing again as well. So we're down on a lovely stretch of river, you can see it out there. This is a bit of a deeper area, kind of a long, straight, more, you know, whatever you call it, like canalised type area. And with a bit of luck, there's some big pike here. I've struggled down here in the past, but people do catch big ones down this way, so let's wait and see. Typhoon going over. Weather's good though, nice and mild. Right, I'm blabbing. Let's sit back, tidy all this away, see if we catch some fish. Just gonna have a recast. I got surprisingly shallow drops on these rigs, even though it's supposed to be a bit deeper down here, so I'm gonna go a bit further out. Bit deeper, but still kind of shallow. This one's going. Well, that was weird. Decent take, and then it just stopped. I think that was a fish dropping the bait. Wound it in, barely any teeth marks, so probably a small fish. But when I stood up to strike at that fish, something big boiled just down here. I hope the camera picked it up. And then that rod just let out a couple of beeps as well. I definitely saw it knocking. There's something going on here. We'll give it a bit longer. Okay, right hand rod's going. come on. Doesn't feel too bad. Now that's awesome, that's really cool. I wonder if that's the same fish that took my first bait, or if it's the same fish I saw swirl, which must have been a different fish because there was already a fish on my other rod earlier. Yeah, there's definitely things going on in this area. That's really cool. It's not a massive fish, it's got a bit of a wound on its snout, but we'll get everything ready, get it out, have a look. I must admit, waiting for a group of ramblers to go by before I get this fish out. Oh, minnows and things. Oh, sticklebacks. Get them back in there, quite rare. Just quickly show you this fish. There we are, nice jack. 5 or 6 pounds, something like that. Real lovely fish, but it does have that wound on its snout there, so we'll get the propolis on there, get it healed up a bit. That's a lovely fish. Fantastic. Loving that. Stuff happening in this swim. So we'll give it another cast and see what happens. Out in the current, this one, a bit further out, proper overhead cast. Lovely. Well, we've had 2 runs in our first spot, so I think we'll give it another 20 minutes or so here before we head upstream. I must admit I didn't show you that fish too much because it had that wound on its head, and also it had a bit of a bleed coming from like within, and my hooks were well above its throat and that, so I don't know, maybe it's just like the stress of being captured or something. I'm not sure, but I figured the best thing for it was just to get a bit of propolis on that wound and just get it back, because yeah, surely it's better off sulking out there somewhere than flopping around on the mat. Yeah, that's my thoughts anyway. You might like how creative I've got with hanging my mat and net and things. Pretty cool. Well, I gave this spot that bit of extra time that I said I would, but nothing else has come, so we'll head one swim upstream. Oh, decent bit of depth. Set up in my second swim and I'm getting all the good vibes from this spot. It's deep out there, you know, considering just one spot down I felt was relatively shallow, so we've obviously got a bit of a slope going on here. And anyone knows anything about pike fishing, pike do love to patrol drop off slopes, you know, they'll sit in deep holes, work up the side of it, come out onto the shallows. So this is great, but we've got some gradient change out there. It's exactly what I look for. And yeah, 2 nice smelly baits down there. Hopefully something will happen. My rods are really lovely and set up. I've got trees to dry out my net. Oh, I might spend an hour or so here just chilling. Well, maybe I'll catch a fish. Well, the right hand rod just beeped and nodded. Nothing since, so leave your camera on, see if we can capture something here. So it's interesting, I've been watching some underwater films of pike taking dead baits, people filming with those water wolf cameras. And what's quite interesting is very rarely does a pike just swim up to it, nail it and go. They almost study it, and you can see the mouths going, and it's funny when they kick up a lot of stuff on the bottom. So I wonder if that's the kind of thing that's going on down there now. I'd love to know. Because that was a fish. That was 100% a bang and a knock, like a dunk. Very interesting. Might just catch the aftermath of I think was a bream just rolled out there. As far as I know, bream haven't really been caught down here this year. Not much anyway. That's pretty cool. There's stuff happening. Amazing. Indicator's dropped off my right hand rod. This is weird. Let's see. No. Here we go. Yes. What have we got? Got one in a snag, just like last week. Give it a pull. This feels solid, unlike last week's lost fish that I could kind of still feel there. This one, nope. That's good. Big lump of wood there. Well, that was funny. Struck in and I think I felt the fish come off. Everything went solid, and sure enough, you saw what happened. I pulled in a lump of wood on my hook. So yeah, it's 2 sort of runs. Well, 1 run, 1 weird pulling out the clip. I don't know, I'll give it a little bit longer here, then we'll move on. Left rod. honest, don't feel half bad. Come on, be big. Be big. No, you're not big. When I grabbed the net, I just grabbed a handful of thistle. Oh man, small pike, but whatever, at least we've got one in this swim. That's 3 runs, well 3 bites, and 1 fish, so not a great conversion. I suspect it's kind of fish of that size. Just messing with it. Another one. Happy with that. Brilliant, let's do the hooks. Where are they? I can see one, so the other one can't be far. Brilliant. That rubber mesh net, Eddie Turner special, that one of you guys recommended me, really does help with the treble hooks, because with the filming and that, I pretty much have to net most fish. Oh, am I bleeding? Oh, maybe. You know what it's like pike fishing. That's wonderful. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was determined to get one from this spot. It felt so good. We got 3 takes and only 1 caught. I suspect that they're fish like this, but man, that's pretty cool. Let's get this one back. Here it goes. Go on, little one. Yeah. Nice one, that's 2. Okay, I've left me stuff in my 3rd swim. I'm just walking ahead of myself now with some bits of fish that sort of I've collected as the day's gone on, you know, the heads off my pollens, the bits I chop off to make the baits fresher and more blood come out. I'm going to chuck them in what I'm planning on being my last swim of the day. It's a nice spot, but I've had a couple of bites in before, but I've never actually landed one. So hopefully I'll chuck these chunks of fish in. By the time we get to fish it, there'll be some pike there. And yeah, I'll break my duck and actually land a fish or 2 from there. Let's see. I'm set up in my 3rd swim. Pretty happy that so far we've fished 2 swims and got bites in both of them. And really this spot has got the amount of time it takes me to eat my lunch, drink a bit of water and that, chill out for a moment, and then I'm off to that swim I've baited up. Real maximum effort today, make up for the late start. Got bloody oven baked crisps. Don't know how we made that mistake on the order, but you know, it's got like 50% less fat, so I put twice as much butter in my sandwich just to make up for it. Screw you, health. Right, let's eat these. Maybe get a fish here, if not, straight up to that spot where I'm really hopeful that we'll get a bite or 2 to finish the day. That'd be great. Well, it was a nice pit stop this swim, but it's time to move and try that one last spot that we baited. quick run through of a rig, and it's a ledger rig on both rods. I've been doing a lot more ledgering than float fishing this year. Just found that being able to fish 2 rods in a swim, and it's not as much effort as you might think to use for 2 rods. Once I'm there and you know you set up and fish it, and I think, well, I've got all this time, might as well put a second one out, and it's only really carrying an extra rod that's the effort, so I'm not too bothered about it. I've caught a few fish float fishing this year, but yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and not having to plumb up in each swim really does save time. So nice strong braided main line, 3-ounce flat lead there on a slide-in link with a big eye swivel so that the line can pull through it really easily, and that just allows a little bit of extra movement there so the fish doesn't feel the weight as easily, and if the bottom is a bit soft, that can plug in and my swivel is still above it. Bit of a sleeve there that the swivel can sit on, eliminates tangles on the cast, and you know, it's nice and streamlined, sits really nicely. Lovely strong 30-pound wire there. And on this one, just a single size 4 treble. I must admit, I am still using a double hook rig on the other rod, but that's just because I've got so many tied up and I don't want to waste them. But yeah, I've been catching fish this year on both the single hook and the double. So I'm kind of thinking that if this is working, I might start doing it more and more, but it's nice having one on each rod and, you know, seeing which works best. But for now, I've got a mackerel out there, headless mackerel. It was a good cast. I even clipped the tree branches that went underneath, so it's right there. And then I've got a bluey that I'll just put out in the current a little bit. Let's see, I've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go. Come on, one last big one. Well, looks like I'm on pest control today. That's a small one. There we go. This one was in a bit of a pickle in the net, so we won't waste much time on it. It's only small, and I want to get the rods back out properly. That's pretty cool. 3 fish on a cold winter's day. Get in. Right. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, it's gone. Thought it might need a bit of recovering, but no, not that one. Well, I think I'm lucky if I've got another maybe 40-45 minutes, something like that. So I'll try a decent sized mackerel tail, and that'll probably be my last cast of the day. Well, it's getting dark and the rain's starting to come in, so I think what I'm going to do, pack away nice and quick, walk back up, and then talk to you guys once I'm in the car, because yeah, I do not like the look of these clouds. Let's get out of here quick. That's me packed away and back in the car now. And yeah, pretty good day that, considering I don't normally do very well on that stretch, to come down and catch 3 pike. As I said earlier, I feel a little bit hard done by the size of the fish. I think catching 3 fish down there, I would have expected one of them to have been close to doubles, if not a double figure fish, but whatever, we'll take some bites. At this time of year, February, catching fish is just what it's all about. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more to come. Hopefully you're catching loads of fish this winter, and yeah, I'll see you next time.